Cleveland Cavaliers. They started the season with a win. Tonight, out to make it win number 2. Pacers, Cavs. Up next.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Tonight we have the Indians. Pacers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They like to make a statement tonight. Right out of the gate, Shaq, a few teams with championship aspirations underperforming.
Yeah, sometimes when everybody's picking you to win, it can go to your head, Ernie. That's when leaders have to step up and right the ship.
Well, sometimes the more talented you are, the more everyone wants the ball. And that creates chaos. In that climate, it can take time.
Kind of like on this show. Here's Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Huh? It's the dope when they're in the studio. I got sometimes they're in the studio and sometimes they're at the game.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, Victor Oladipo has a huge task and a long road in front of him.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
And for DeMontis Sabonis, compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Turner is out there with O'Neal, and it's Granger in at the 3. And for Cleveland, Prodigy is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Goose, and it's Prime Time, and it's Buckets in at the 2. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, J. Warren, and this is better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Ogden the pass to Turner.
I know, man. Even Memphis was at like a C+.
Oladipo outside. Back to Turner. He dishes it to Oladipo. A 3-pointer off the mark. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And the jumper off target to finish the break. Ogden against Redick. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And here's Redick. Second chance shot. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. And it's Indiana's ball. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Knocks down the step back Jay.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Pass to Ashley. The 19-foot shot, and that one's there.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Granger passes to Turner. It's tipped. From outside the arc, a nice shot by Ashley.
Nasty little baby.
He's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The pass to Granger. Just 5 on the clock. O'Neal trying to break free. Granger misses.
Well, that's the only way to take it out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. In third, the Pacers.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really looked to to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Put him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
O'Neal misses.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
2 points, that one goes.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Redick against Brogdon. Passes it to Oladipo. 5 on the clock. The end of the drought. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Here's buckets. Pass to Ashley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
He's been scoring almost 3 minutes, dog. Knocking it out.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Buckets passes to Love. Lays it up off the glass. Looking at the long season ahead, Brent, as a veteran player, what are some of the habits that keep your body going strong, staying healthy?
Teams have really gotten hip to the idea that we need to rest our star players as much as possible. So efficiency with the work that they do, I think, is the most important thing. Star guys who get into practice and are on the court for 50 minutes to an hour every day so that there's a rhythm that they can keep and the teammates can keep up along with them on the floor. That's what it's about for those guys. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance.
Nobody near Granger. Off target with his 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some
He's in
confidence.
the game.
Pass to Oladipo.
Ready. Why did they let me have my last name? That's weak.
Brogdon outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Now here's Redick. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
But not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Oladipo taking his time here. Now here's Granger. He's covered closely. Pocket 6. O'Neal kicks to Brogdon. Over Redick. And he overshot that one, missing. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Buckets, guarded by Oladipo. Here's Buckets. Nails up, baby hook. Buckets got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Brogdon. And stolen by Redick. Tips it up. He hangs in there and pushes into the San Francisco. And that's now 6 points for the Prodigy.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Porter subbed in for Buckets. Then for the Pacers, T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Granger. Lamb comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Now, here's McConnell. Now the pass to Warren. It's stolen. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. And it's sent back by Turner.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Pulls up. No good from Lamb. Over Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Magic. Here's Reddick. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They've checked in
I
for
was like,
Indiana.
I don't know why this is
The
so easy.
Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Now, here's McConnell. Warren with the ball. Out to Turner. Looking to end the run. Hits the three-point bomb. Turner's got 5 points so far.
That's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
From deep three-point range, offensive rebound, end shot. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two.
They
He's
got
got
weak ass
10.
beans, that's
As
why.
he's in this quarter, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
They got the main out for some reason. Got who? Neil out for some reason. Ah, that nigga in.
Outside Warren.
You get smacked like this? Oh, man. Watch that.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And the Pacers another three.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Reddick, and it's sent back by Turner.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Lamb against Porter. Lamb passes to Leaf. Turner trying to free himself up. Leaf, no good. And here's Reddick. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Leading by 12.
And after winning the Eastern Conference 4 straight seasons, that streak ended for the Cavs last year.
Well, the loss of that kind of star usually launches a rebuild, and so Cleveland doing it again, either through trade or free agency, trying to rebuild what this team is going to be about in the future, and now bringing in the college coach John Beeline. I wonder if this young group can adopt that sort of collegiate mentality and bring that kind of enthusiasm to the floor.
Plumlee, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
The second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reddick.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season 1 to their second season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. Player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play, wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season 1 to season 2, given the role and responsibility for that player, when you watch a guy whose ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's good.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation. Now here's Lamb. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Now here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. There's Garland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And last year, not only did the Cavs fail to return to the finals, they only won 19 games.
Yeah, and they won 50 games the year before without Kyrie. That's how much LeBron James meant to this franchise. He defines the word irreplaceable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. McDermott comes in for Miles Turner, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. First free throw is good.
See what? When they play them niggas, are going to go at him.
Facts. No, they play him twice.
So he gets them both.
I like
There's a
the
minute
East,
left to
though,
play here in
the
the
East.
first. Pacers trail by 15.
The West is on steroids, boy.
Now,
Timberwolves is nasty
Brogdon.
now.
9 points last game. Right side Bourne. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Brogdon with it. Garland picks him up. Plenty of space. And the jumper falls for him.
Well, a great job by Brogdon there. Terrific at shooting off the dribble and finding some balance.
Here's Ashley. He has 7. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
The first one falls.
At the line number 2.
Both shots good from the strike. Here's Brogdon. Now, here's Warren. With 2 seconds left.
Supreme effort there. Plumlee able to get up into the shooter's face and alter that shot attempt.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Cavaliers ahead, up by 15. And we'll be back with you for the start. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
On the court for Indiana, they've got McDermott, T.J. Warren out there with Leaf. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Lamb at the 2-guard spot. Pacers trail by 15. McDermott dishes to Lamb. And Porter comes to help. And Lamb kicks to McDermott. Brogdon outside. Passes to Lamb. Pulls up. High post. Thompson with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Moving it up. That's good from Brogdon on the assist by McDermott. 6 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
There's Brogdon, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Down by 15. Pass to Brogdon. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Brogdon's got 10 points in the game.
Well, there's some good length for Brogdon, and that helped him maybe get over the top and make that contested shot.
Garland, the pass to Porter. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on
Only reason
Jeremy
I'm doing
Lamb.
that because in the
Well,
preseason,
Thompson's
this nigga
out
was
there to
moving, my
throw
nigga.
his weight
He
around.
had
He did at that
He
time.
had like 10 points, my nigga. Had like
Last year,
8
interesting,
rebounds,
under
like
the
10
radar
games.
season is
I swear,
Tristan
he just
Thompson
came down, picked the
statistically
ball, gave
had
it
a
to him,
very,
he
very
finished, he
good
got it
year.
again,
Career
shot,
best
then
rate
he got it again,
rebounding,
tipping. I'm like,
scoring,
damn,
and
this
assists.
nigga's a beast. Then he got it
That's
again,
a big
did
guy
like
down
a
on the
fadeaway
inside.
jump hook.
Tristan Thompson
This nigga
provides you
Thompson
some
low-key
great
in the gym.
foundation on a nightly basis to bring physicality to the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
That was only a 2?
Pacers trail by 16.
No, it was a 3. I think we had 37.
Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. Back to Oladipo, stolen by Thompson. Now Cleveland moving it up. Porter's running. Porter kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort, and Granger with the block. Fast break, here comes Indiana. Here's Oladipo. Here's Brogdon. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. He's got 12. And as well as he played last season, the former Iron Man, Tristan Thompson, struggled with injury.
Fewest games played of his career in any given season, and for a guy who went 4 straight seasons playing every game deep into the playoffs, games that physically and mentally take a toll on you, last season was a tough one for Tristan that way.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Love's checked in. The Pacers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Nice again. And he sinks the layup. Love's got his second bucket tonight.
Kevin Love all about positioning in there, battling and finding some space, keeping the play alive with that kind of activity.
Bounce pass from Brogdon. A wide open look here for Oladipo. A good-looking shot from the wing.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And Plumlee kicks to Garland. The pass to Porter. Love right side. Jacks up a 3. Porter, no luck. Pacers trail by 11. Granger with the ball. Guarded now by Kevin Love. McDermott, no one around him. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And that's McDermott territory. You might as well stake a claim out there. Shoots a high clip from downtown.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Drops one in from the wing. Porter's got his first points in this one. Now the Pacers with possession here. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Pass to Garland. To Plumlee. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, for people who question some toughness and determination, Plumlee showing off that he can finish through contact and growing in both of those areas.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Garland comes to help. And here's McDermott. Porter with the steal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
And just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
Buckets is checked in for the Cavaliers. Goose comes in for Garland. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in for McDermott, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. McConnell scanning the floor, and that one good. Oladipo's got 4 points this quarter.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Indiana on D, a 12-point game. Reddick passes to Buckets. Back to Reddick. 6 on the shot clock. Buckets, headed by Oladipo. And it's good, 2 points. 8 points for Buckets.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Bounce pass from McConnell. Here's O'Neal. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Buckets. It doesn't go for him. Nice feed from Oladipo. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 14.
In a coaching hire by the Cavaliers that caught most off guard, John Beeline had led the Michigan Wolverines for 12 seasons, their all-time leader in coaching wins.
Well, there was also talk the year prior about John Beeline joining the Detroit Pistons organization, so finally making the jump to the NBA, where it's a much different challenge. It's going to be very interesting to see how it is that Coach Beeline implements a lot of his offensive schemes that were so successful in college.
Fader on the way, and O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Evan?
Good point, David. Thank you. McConnell with it. Now guarded by Reddick. Pass to Granger. Carter with the clock.
And you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Or has the length and the ability to move his feet.
The Pacers making a switch here. Warren's checked in. 6 to shoot. Carter with the clock.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pacers lead by 16. On the wing, Turner. He had 13 points in the win against Detroit.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. Here's Plumlee. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
1:21 left in the first half. McConnell with it. There's the triple. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game for the Cavaliers. The prodigy, he's checked in for Plumlee. And it's Ashley in for Michael Porter. And a change for the Pacers. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Here's O'Neal. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against the Andre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. The first free throw is good. They've checked in for O'Neal. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now McConnell. 51 seconds left now here in the second. Warren on the wing. Here's the three. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
There's the pass to Buckets. Love, right side. And that one hits back iron. Pacers trail by 13. Passes it to Turner. Now the dish to Warren. Shoots. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They have a 13-point lead. Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebound. They got a good edge on the board. That's a product of their hard work. All five guys have been battling, putting everything they had to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and challenge defenders to make them try to stop it.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send it back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Malcolm Brogdon really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got Goose. Ashley is out there with Kevin Love. And there's Ross. And it's Njai in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. Feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
And he comes up with the deuce. 16 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
Brogdon's got a nice all-around game, and you don't want him to get going. Go add to the point total with this kind of rhythm.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Reddick. And it's Love, top of the key, over O'Neal. Love, no luck.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Buckets. Njai. Great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Turner looking around. Brogdon. Pass to Turner. Shot from 16. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Out to the right wing. Baseline jumper. And that one is good. Love's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I love hitting that shot with consistency there. Mid-range Jake.
Pacers trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
For 3, Brogdon. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
And Reddick kicks the line over O'Neal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. That's pretty much not how they want to bend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And it's blocked. And they get it back. Granger.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good from mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
McDermott's checked in for the Pacers.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. It's stolen by Oladipo and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Now let's see the stat sheet here on Malcolm Brogdon. Last year, getting it done. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
And he keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, the star players playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
He's looking for Granger and finds him. Got a hand on it.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 16 points for prime time.
Not a lot of
What you mean? Just to make this shit hard.
resistance.
Should I stop the stream?